Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. Now we're going to talk very quickly about something that, it's nothing new, but just something as an update, so to speak. As you all know, I've been working on propane adapters, and there's a long reason why I've been working for on propane adapters. But you know, there's videos like on that. I don't want to keep like glossing over it, but I just wanted to let everybody know that just focus this here. The propane adapters are out for pre-order, so they went up live last night as of recording this video, so it was yesterday. And there's plenty available. They're already in production. There's not long left now. And the first one that I did, I was working with plastics and 3D printed materials and laser sintering, injection molding, stuff like that. However, I decided to go in a new direction and get them CNC machined. So this is a very cool looking product now, and it not only works better with this material, but it should last a little longer as long as you guys don't damage them in any way. You'll see on the cap here, I've just got something that this is going to be a protective cap for. This is just a placeholder. It's just a first print, and these will be like a protector, so that'll sit in there. It will protect the nozzle tip. This is just like a first prototype print, just to check everything. So the only reason this doesn't go on there at the moment is I haven't adapted the file for shrinkage. But these probably won't be ready. If they are ready, then I'll ship them with the propane adapters free of charge. I don't think they are going to be quite ready for when the propane adapters are ready. So these will be open source. So not only will you be able to download the STLs and print them yourself, there'll also be step files there. So if you want to chop and change it and customize it and I did put remove before fight on there. It's kind of a remix of remove before flight, them red tags. So if you do want to remix it and put your own logos on there or different lettering, happy days. So what will happen is the adapters will go out to everybody that's pre-ordered, and the caps will be available open source, so you can download the files for this free of charge. If you want to produce it on your own printers, just because it's going to take a bit of time. Once the caps are made, they'll ship with them free of charge, but then they'll also be up on the website individually. And the only thing that will be attached to the cost of this will just be the cost of printing them. That's all. So I'll just put a few on. I'll keep them in stock on the website just in case anybody missed them, or they've got an adapter, or they want to spare one of these. No problem at all. If they're an individual item on the website, it's just going to be there's going to be nothing made on them. So, for instance, if it costs £1 or whatever to make them, they'll just go up on the website for £1 just in case anybody wants them. But again, the files will be given free of charge, so there's no cost. If you've got a mate with a 3D printer, you just get them to print it out for you, and you'll be able to shove it straight on. When it catches up a little bit, I'll just ship them all with them anyway, and eventually you won't have to worry about it. So the adapters are in production. There's not long left on them now. They're on pre-order on the website. There is a limited number, only because I'm only saying limited number because I've produced a lot more of these than I have any other product that I've ever made, thinking that it was going to be popular, but I had no idea. The pre-orders just flooded in last night, and literally overnight we've sold about 30% of them. So when you go on the website, there'll be the option to just have them in their raw finish like this, but there is also, I think it's limited to about 50 units. There's 50 that will be added into stock, which will be anodized in gold, just as a limited edition colour. So those that do want to pre-order them have the option there to have something that won't be done again. So that's all. And you'll be able to say, oh, I got one of the first batches or whatever. So they're probably about a week or two away, just because the only thing that will delay it a little bit is packaging and stuff. The packaging has been ordered, but I've had to do samples of the packaging because I'm not too sure on how I want to do it yet. I want to do it really cheaply or I want to do it nicely. it would be nice, my thinking was to have the packaging done in a way so that, you know, with the cap on there, it could go in like a little box, similar to what Silverback do. I don't know if I've got one here. They had those little square plastic boxes. Just something like that. So if you're literally not going to be using it for a while, you can put it in back in the packaging, and the packaging isn't some. I haven't decided yet, so I'm going off on a tangent here. So yeah, I didn't realise how in demand these were going to be. I was expecting people. It's going to sound wrong, but I was kind of expecting people to moan about the price. But what you got to remember is these are low production stuff compared to, you know, the big companies out there. It's all made locally, and you know, I was expecting people to you know, have a bit of a hump with the price. I have done, you know, I'm only human. I have done things in the past. I think the buffer spacers were the one that I misjudged them on. I did order them in low quantities, which is why the price was higher. But as soon as people said, "Oh, it's too expensive," I just bought them in a mass quantity, which made them, you know, almost half the price. So again, it's just difficult to gauge how popular something's going to be. So thank you to all those that have pre-ordered. Absolutely over the moon with all of you that have got behind both myself and the brand for this stuff. Like I say, there'll be a bit of time once they land as well for me to assemble them. So there's certain parts that are finished. So the nozzle's in two parts. One part's finished, the other one's almost finished, and the tops will then be done, and then the base, sorry, and then it'll all be assembled and put in. So one of the questions, which is why I've got an MWS mag here, was for some reason people keep asking me if these will work with MWS mags, and I didn't really get the question to begin with. But yes, I mean, this propane bottle hasn't got much in. They'll work perfectly with MWS, AKM mags, Saiga 12, you name it, as long as it will accept like a normal size, like nozzle length. Then happy days. I know with some brands, I think like, is it the Tanaka revolvers and such, they normally come with a little extension in the boxes. I'm not fortunate enough to own Tanaka revolvers, so I can't really test that for you. But there's no difference to that compared to other gas cans and other products. So it's basically the same principle. So thank you very much. Just a quick video to say appreciate it. If you've got any questions whatsoever on the propane adapters, pop them down in the comments below and I'll answer them the best I can and as fast as I can. But yeah, if you haven't already, you can go straight through onto the website, jaegerprecision.co.uk, and you can pre-order, and everything's done in order. So those that pre-ordered first, those are the orders that will go out first. I imagine it's going to take a few days to a week probably to send all these out, just because, again, it's I'm just so happy that, you know, you guys have got behind it, really. So thank you very much. It really is coming from the bottom of my heart. I do mean it. As I've said many times before, all the money that comes in from things like this on the website goes back into making more stuff. I don't need this. It's going to sound a bit big-headed. I don't need this stuff to survive. I do have a well-paid job. This is just a self-sufficient thing that constantly churns out cool stuff that I think people are like. So loan adapters, to be one, you know, it's now a thing that's always pretty much available. Every now and again I'll go out of stock if I get like a trade order from Empire or something like that. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. More interesting content on the way. I do need to pull my finger out with the suppressor foam stuff, because again, this project's got in the way. It's took up a lot of my time. You know, this isn't something that I've just, you know, cobbled together overnight. I can't remember the first time I put like a teaser up of these ones. It's got to be months and months and months ago, and that's how long I've been spending testing this stuff. So thanks very much. I'm going to stop babbling now and you can get back to your evening. As always, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Get involved with the community. I'll put the link to the Discord group in the description below. And as always, from me and from Bench, we'll see you in the next video.